Welcome to Agricultural Development Trust, Shardabai Pawar, Mahila Arts Commerce Science College, Shardanagar, Baramati. I am Professor Poonam Mishra, brought for you the subject Secretarial Practice, in which we are learning chapter number 2, Sources of Corporate Finance. In that video 4, it is. So students, in the last video, we started with the borrowed capital. You know what is borrowed capital. Borrowed capital is a loan capital for the company which is given by the outsiders and the company pays interest on that. So in that borrowed capital, the first type of borrowed capital or the sources of borrowed capital, under that the first type was debenture. We started with the debenture and the meaning, features we have already seen in that video. Now students, we will learn the types of debenture. So students, debentures are classified into 4 categories on the basis of security. Security means safety, students, and on the basis of transfer means whether the debenture is transferable or non-transferable. On the basis of repayment, whether debentures are repaid on maturity or not. On the basis of conversion, whether debentures are convertible into any other form of instrument or not. So based on these 4 categories, there are the 8 types of debenture, students. So let's see it in the detail. So students, here you can see the first type of debenture is secured debenture. Secure means which have safety for the repayment of debenture amount. So the debenture can be secured, means it is secured by giving some asset of the company. The property of the company may be charged as a security for loan. The security may be for the some particular asset, fixed charge, or may be for asset in general, floating charge. The debentures are secured through the trust deed. So like an agreement, one document is prepared. That document is known as a trust deed, and in the trust deed it is mentioned that if the company will not be able to pay the debenture amount, capital to the holder of debenture, that debenture holder can sell the secured asset on this debenture. For example, the company has secured plant and machinery on the debenture. So at that time when the company will not be able to pay the debenture capital, again pay back to the debenture holder, the debenture holder can sell the plant and machinery and he can cover his pending amount. Next is unsecured. So student, as the name suggests, it is exactly opposite of the first one. No any asset will be secured for this debenture. These are the debenture that have no security. The issue of unsecured debenture is now prohibited, means it is not allowed. Prohibited means which is not allowed. So unsecured debenture is not allowed to issued by the company. Every company has to issue the secured debenture only. Next is registered debentures. Yes, students, registered debentures are those debentures on which the name of holders are recorded, students. So here the name of holder means the person who will purchase the debenture, his name will appear on the debenture certificate. So the company maintain the register of debenture holder, in which the name, address and the particular of holding of debenture holders are entered. And the transfer of registered debenture requires the execution of regular transfer deed. Means if the registered debenture is to be transferred, at that time they have to follow the rules and regulation of the transfer deed. Transfer deed is a regulation, rules and regulation book for the transferring debentures. Next, students, bearer. Students, it's just like a bearer check. Bearer debenture is just like a bearer check. You know what the bearer check is. Bearer check means in that check the name of recipient will not be mentioned. Only the name and signature of the giver of the check will be there only. and the name of the party to whom the for whom the on whom the check is drawn will not be given. So anyone who holds the will can get the payment of that check. So the name, or likewise the bearer debenture is also there. So name of the holders are not recorded on the bearer debenture certificate. Their name do not appear on the register of debenture holder also, because on certificate also it is not mentioned. So register also it will not be mentioned. Such debentures are transferable by mere delivery, and the benefit of this debenture is that they don't have to follow the regular transfer deed, regular rules and regulation of the transfer deed. This debenture are merely means only can transferred by handing it over to another party. If the debenture certificate is hand over by Mr. A to Mr. B, so Mr. B will be the debenture holder without any restriction and without following any rules and regulation. So payment of interest of such debenture is made by the coupon. So that according to the number of debenture, identification number of debenture, on that the coupon is attached to the debenture certificate, students. Next is the redeemable debentures. Now redeemable word you already know, students. Redeemable means payable, which is paid back. So if the debenture is redeemable, debenture are mostly it is issued as on a redeemable basis, that is payable at the end of the some fixed period. So as mentioned on the debenture certificate, so whatever the due date and maturity date is mentioned on the debenture certificate, on that the capital amount of the debenture will be repaid to the debenture holder. Repayment can be made at a fixed date, at the end of specific period, or by the installment during the lifetime of the company. The provision of repayment is normally made in the trust deed. So trust deed is a rules and regulation for the debenture student. Okay, so according on that basis the debenture capital amount will be paid back. Next is irredeemable debenture, which is exactly opposite of the previous one. This kind of debenture are not repayable. So students, only one word is changed here. It is payable at the end of the some fixed period. It is not payable during the lifetime of the company. Okay, it is paid on the maturity date. They are only payable after the liquidation of company. So what is the another word for liquidation, students? I have already told you. The another word for liquidation is winding up of the company. Winding up means closing down. So such kind of irredeemable debenture are only paid at the time of liquidation or closing down of the company. There is a, or when there is a breach of any condition, when some contingency arises. Contingency means unsure circumstances. Okay, some uncertain event, uncertain things happens at that time, it will be repaid to the debenture holder. Next, 7 type is, students, convertible debenture. So as the name suggests, like a convertible preference share is there, so convertible debenture are also one of the type. Convertible debenture gives the right to the holder to convert them into equity shares. Means after a specific period of time, or on the due date, or on the date of maturity, such debenture will be transferred into shares. So such right is mentioned in the debenture certificate. The issue of convertible debenture must be approved by the special resolution. So such debenture, for issuing such kind of debenture, there should be a special meeting for that, and the special resolution should be passed in that meeting. The debentures are the advantageous for the holder. These debentures are very beneficial for the debenture holder, since they will enjoy the debenture rights, safe payment till the maturity, and after the maturity they will be a member of the company. So because of the conversion right, convertible debenture holder is entitled to equity shares at the rate of lower than the market value. This is also one of the benefits, students. And the last one is exactly opposite of the seventh one, non-convertible debenture. Non-convertible debenture are not convertible into equity shares on maturity. These debentures are redeemed on maturity date, means due date, and these debentures suffer from the disadvantage that there is no appreciation in the value of debentures. Now, students, we have finished with the first type of borrowed capital, that is debenture. In that we saw the features of debenture, types of debenture, and these two questions can be asked separately for 4 marks or 6 marks. So they can ask you explain the features of debenture, explain the types of debentures. At that time you have to write the answer individually, not all those together. Now the next type of borrowed capital is acceptance of deposit. So for this, just remember the fixed deposit which your parents keep in the banks. Your parents keep some amount in the bank as a FD, and the bank provide the fixed deposit receipt to them. And if the FD for 5 years, 3 years, 1 years, your parents go on the due date and take the deposit amount, or they can reinvest it into again for further future period. So likewise, deposit is also kept by the company, and this is known as a company deposit. And let's see what is given in the acceptance of deposit. Public deposit is an important source of financing. It is a short term. Since you know that debenture is a long term financing for the business, deposit is a short term financing for the business. It is given for a shorter period. Requirement of the company receive the fixed deposit for the public for a period ranging, so they can issue the deposit from 6 months to 36 months, not more than that. Such deposits are called as a public deposit. Under this method, general public is invited to deposit their saving. So in this method, the general public will be asked to deposit their saving with the company for a varied period, and interest is paid by the company on such deposits. And the company issues the deposit receipt to the depositor, and the terms of deposit are mentioned in the deposit receipt. So likewise, fixed deposit receipt, company provide the deposit receipt, and all the terms and condition will be mentioned on that. And deposit receipt is an acknowledgement. Acknowledgement means proof. The another word for acknowledgement is proof. It is a proof for the debt or loan taken by the company. Deposits are either secured or unsecured loan offered to the company. So it depends, because since it is a short term financing, company may give any security for that deposit to the deposit holder, or it can be unsecured, but it is not in case of debenture. In case of debenture, that should be secured only as per the new Companies Act 2013. Now let's see the further rule for deposit. Students, what is given according to the rule 2 subsection 1 of the Company's Acceptance of Deposit Rule 2014, deposit does not include any amount received from the following. So this amount will not be treated as a deposit, students. So these all are not a deposit, so keep it in mind. Any amount received from central government or state government. So when the company received any amount for central or state government, it is not a deposit. Any amount received as a loan from any banking company. If the loan is given from the banking company, the company cannot treat it as a deposit. Any amount received from the foreign government or international bank, if foreign government or international bank gave any amount to the company, it will not be regarded as a deposits. Next is any amount received by the company from any other company. If any other company paid some amount to the company, that amount will not be also considered as a deposit. Any amount raised by issuing the commercial paper. Any amount which is collected by the company by issuing the Commercial paper, it is just like a bills of exchange, student. So issuing the commercial paper, so that will not be also treated as a deposit. Any amount raised from the issue of bonds, since bond is very different instrument, so bond amount will not be treated like a deposit. Amount received in trust, okay, some people have paid some amount in trust only, and company cannot treat them like a deposit. Any amount received by the subscription of any shares or debenture, so any amount received from any other source, since answer is very simple, student. Amount received from any other source will not be treated as deposit. Only the amount received for the deposit public from in the form of public deposit, that only be treated as a deposit. So the terms and conditions of acceptance of deposit are discussed in detail chapter number 5. So for this we will learn all the things in detail in the chapter number 5. There is a separate chapter for this. So student, hope you understood the video. Keep your answer ready because you are not having your doubts. So now I will ask you the questions. Watch the video carefully again and be ready to give the answer.